So I'm going to spend a little time on the engine. Going to pop the flywheel off, possibly take the magneto out just to see if there's a seal back there that might be leaking. Something's leaking. Pull the sprocket off. I've got a new sprocket, and I believe I've got a new seal for that. And this, the shift shaft. So we're going to try and get this kind of taken care of, and then maybe wire wheel the crankcase, get it ready for paint. So let's get going. So we had a bit of a situation. Trying to get some screws out, and used my little propane torch to warm up the metal, but the engine was sitting in the oil pan, and I had been cleaning with carb cleaner. Didn't think much of it, but darn near lit the shop on fire. It, well, as you saw, it caught the whole bucket on fire, and I pulled the engine out and set it down, and tried to set the oil pan down, and it got a little hot. So I had this old blanket that the cat had been using, and threw that over it to put it out. But I think that blanket is toast, unfortunately. Thankfully the fire's out. That was exciting. So we found a couple more interesting things. First of all, I've never really torn into a Z50 motor, but I was kind of wondering why it looked like it had two chain tensioners down here. This is the chain tensioner, clear over to here. This guy actually spins that shaft. You can just barely see right here. And that's the oil pump. So this sprocket is the oil pump drive. It's driven off of the cam chain. As you can see, it is totally worn out and skipping. So motor probably hasn't been getting enough oil in the places it should be getting, but you know, the bore looks horrible right now because it's got all the cleaning stuff on it. Everything looked okay. So we're gonna have to replace that guy right there. The other funny part, where'd my pick go? Maybe I can get it with this. I'm pretty sure this seal is an O-ring. Yep. So there's the source of all the oil. They had done a farmer fix. It had the big O-ring, and then it had two more O-rings crammed on behind the sprocket in an attempt to keep it from leaking. And it didn't work very good. So not only were we probably not pumping enough oil here, but we were gushing oil out here. So good thing I have new seals right there. And I'm gonna have to price out that sprocket and figure out how that comes out too. I think I'm gonna have to pull the oil pump apart on this side. One step forward, two steps back. some parts finally showed up. I got the new sprocket and I got a new cam chain just to be safe, but check this out. That is obviously mega worn. So we're gonna get that swapped out and finish cleaning up these parts. We're gonna show you this pretty sweet ultrasonic cleaner in maybe our next video, but that's where we're at. Thanks for watching.